This is Derek, the Average Dad, and we are welcoming you to our new home. And we are so happy to be here, finally unpacked and ready to get back on schedule. Today I'm going to go over our experiences with moving and some tips and ideas that you guys can use to help you when you're about to move to a new location. And also, I'm going to be sharing the biggest mistake I made while moving, and I hope that none of you make this mistake. All this and more coming your way. Alright, let's just start off with the lease, which is the most important part about moving. And the number one rule about signing a lease is to read it before you sign it. How is it that 3/4 of the population either just skims through the document or doesn't even read it at all? They just sign right away, not knowing what the terms and conditions are about the things that you are required to do and what the landlord or whoever else is and whoever the other party is. Please, people, why are we that lazy? Just read it. This is your life we're talking about, and next couple years you're going to be living at this location, or if you bought a car or whatever other thing that requires a contract. Please read through it with your spouse, your roommate, whoever you're going to be living with. It's very important that you do this so that you can negotiate other terms and conditions. That way both parties leave happy with their decision. Next, let's move on to the deposit. Usually the deposit is about the same as the rent, and we definitely want that back because it's usually a good sum of money. And here are some ways to make sure that you get your deposit back. Starting with number 1, follow all the requirements that the lease says that you need to do, like giving it the amount of days notice. If it says 20 or 30 days, make sure you give that and more. Next, clean the place up. Clean it up better than the way you received it. This makes them a lot happier, and it'll make it a lot easier process for you and them. Also, make sure all the appliances work top shape. And during your lease, if any appliance breaks or the heat breaks, just let them know immediately. That way you don't have problems down the line, because they are responsible for those and for repairs usually in the lease. And one note that I would tell you to do, that a lot of people don't do, just for evidence, is before you move in, video the whole place. We all have smartphones that take good quality videos and pictures. Video the whole place. If there's any problems, make sure you get it on video, take a picture of it, and send that information to them as well when you are signing the lease and getting all the things in order. And when you're about to move, video the place the way you left it so that you have proof. So if in all cases you want to make sure that you have plenty of evidence with the videos, the pictures, written emails or typed emails, actually having documents that prove to, or if you have to go to a small court case, which costs only about $5 to $50 depending on the situation, you will have plenty of evidence to get your deposit back. Now moving on to preparing to move. The first things first is to get a moving truck. Do not put it off. The longer you put it off, the more it's going to cost you. Usually people go for a U-Haul, which isn't bad. U-Haul is known throughout the country as the best, or at least the most known moving company. But in our area at least, U-Haul is a lot more expensive. Make sure you look at all your options. I mean, we went with Penske. Penske was half the price of U-Haul, and we even got a bigger truck at the end. Nowadays, it's a lot easier to find boxes. With social media and just technology these days, you can find boxes through Facebook groups, Craigslist, whatever. So don't go out and buy boxes. If you wanted to buy items to be able to move your things in, look at tubs. Tubs are worth the money if you want to keep yourself protected, especially if you're doing a long move from one end of the country to the other. We ended up buying a lot of containers because we plan on moving again in the next couple years to an actual home instead of renting a place out, which we are excited about that. We're getting closer and closer to that. So on moving day, you will need people to come out and help you move, unless you only have a couple things. But if you have like a lot of things and valuable things, it might not be a bad idea to get professional movers, because if something breaks or gets damaged, they're liable for the things. But in most cases, all you need is to get your friends, your family, your church group, whatever, to come out and help you. But just please make sure everything is packed. People don't want to come out here and help you pack. They're just here to help you move. People have busy lives and they have things to do on the weekends or whatever day that you decide to move on. Keep them happy, keep them hydrated, maybe provide breakfast, some snacks, because if they're happy, then it makes the moving process a lot easier for them and less chance of an accident happening with damaging your stuff. So our move was a success and we were so happy here. Oh, we doubled our space. We got a nice view with a patio, with the sunset. It's great. Probably the best thing that we're both grateful for is a freaking dishwasher. Oh, it saves so much time and nobody likes doing dishes. It feels so good to have a brand new dishwasher that you can just put everything in it. This place is like 10 times better than we've lived in the past. But there's always one bad thing, and this is probably the worst thing I've ever done, and that is the internet. Ugh. So at our old place, we were able to get like Comcast, get speeds about 75 to 80 megs, which is decent speed. But when we were looking at this place, and I just did it the easy way, just looked online, typed in my address to make sure that our internet service provider would give us service out here. And if you go online and do it, it goes through. And like, oh, okay, cool, choose a package, whatever. So when I called them up to say, hey, okay, we're ready to transfer our service, they said that they couldn't do it out here, and I went nuts. Are you kidding? Ugh. I don't know what to say. They said, oh yeah, on the website, it's not until you get to the very last page that it says, oh no, the service isn't provided. So please make sure you call and make sure that you can get internet out at the new location. We got internet, but it's freaking DSL. This is a max speed of 6 megs. Oh my gosh. We're only about 4 to 5. And to make things better, right now we don't even have internet. It's down for some reason. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna have to call them. It's horrible. I mean, I had to call them earlier this week and say, hey, we're having issues. And then you're on the phone like, sir, did you make sure it's plugged in? Duh. Can you turn off and turn on? Yep, did that already. Listen, you know who I am? I know how to troubleshoot a network. I even went to another phone line and see if it worked better. Nope, didn't. Pretty sure it has to do something with the modem or the wiring in this place. But please just get your butt out here and fix it so we can have a steady connection. At least give me a steady connection, even if it's at those kind of low speeds. But anyways, please call your internet provider before you move to a new location. Because people like me and my family, we use the internet a lot. We stream at higher qualities. We want that higher resolution. My work depends on having good internet speed. So make sure you leave a comment below sharing your experiences with moving and any other tips that you would like to share with all the viewers. Don't forget to click the subscribe button to continue following me as I prepare to become a father. This is Derek the Average Dad, reporting out.